It's really nice when you're cross-selling and you're excelling more sales in the communities. You help them to give them the USSD codes, registrations, mobile money. Be a lady of integrity. It's working under sales and operation department unique. Do work in the right time. So I love it that way. Giving me their orders and they're buying from me. My name is Natukunda Maureen. I work as an MTN Advisor at Simba Telecom. I've been here for 3 years. That is from 23rd February 2023. As advisors, we always help out our clients, the working customers, to solve technical issues, to solve out queries. Of course, we do deal with different queries. There's some that come with police letters in need of replacements. We help them to resolve such problems. Some do call you asking about code diverts. You help them to give them the USSD codes to press even when they don't come to service centers. We help them in registration for the new SIM cards, replacements, that is when their phones are stolen. We help them to regain their accounts, those that are always hacked. We teach them how to use mobile money, some that don't know. We help them to do transactions. We help them to do PIN resets and very many others. Having 3 years in the advisory role, I've learned a lot. There is a lot. I've learned how to collaborate with my colleagues, working as a team, helping each other in different ways. Like when someone is not able to do something, maybe you can take over and do something for them to cover them up always. I've learned to work with empathy. It has really helped me very much, treating customers in a way that is really nice. Like looking at someone's issues in a perspective way, like if it was me, like looking into something from their perspective. It has enabled me to resolve their issues, which leads them to go while happy and liking the services we provide. What makes working under sales and operation department unique is, one of them would be innovation. Simba has continuously focused on creating more. As a communication business, it has continuously brought in new skills and more digital transformation, like the 4G and 5G networks, whereby people have been able to change from the 4G to 5G. However, some are still on the 4G, but 5G is really doing well. We appreciate the telecom companies for doing all this. The second one is the dynamic environment. I really love the changes that come around. You have to go in details to help out the clients. I liked the process of changing from the 4G network to 5G network. It was really so much of dynamic. So the environment was really changing, whereby people were facing problems whereby when you have a 5G router or line and you're in a 4G network, it really conveniences you, and then you have to come back and we have to explain, you have to do this. It was really interesting. I like that environment dynamic. The other thing that makes my work unique is the continuous trainings we always have from MTN. For example, about the Aero experience, where we are taught to work with empathy, paying attention to customers' details, helping them to solve queries, and very many others. I've had a mentor in this period. I've worked with Simba Telecom. I remember at one time I had given up. I was going to resign. So my HR, Mrs. Natukunda Maureen, thank you very much. She has managed to mentor me in very many ways on how to keep calm, like when even things are overwhelming, like you feel like really you can't do it anymore. She told me how to go about things, cooling down, managing the pressure from the bosses, from the audit team. She did a lot of work. She has really encouraged me on how to be a lady of integrity, do work in the right time. That is time management. There is no work that is really easy. She asked me to give it a try. You have to take time and do your things smartly. Dealing with customers face to face, it was really hard for me the first time, because I was not this kind of person who was really exposed I was not exposed. So this kind of working environment has really made me get exposed to find that I can now face into cameras and talk something. It was really hard for me. It has helped me in speech. I was not good at speech, but the more queries, the more you get to different clients with different issues, the more you're resolving the issues, you come to have that confidence in you, like you really know what you're saying and you're really, like you can face them at least. Another thing was dealing with the reports. When I had just come to Simba, I thought it was the advising part of it only, but when I came into details, it was really much. So I thought it would end on the queries like SIM swaps, registrations, mobile money, resolving such issues, call diverts. I thought it was stopping there. As MTN family with Simba, we have DSDs. These are the people that distribute fruit in field. So we would find issues like you give someone fruit over like 10 million, and when they leave minus signing, the moment they lay 10 minutes back, you're really questioned for that. It was really a very hard task for me to catch up. Then dealing with the reports are really so scary. Like it has much to deal with. So it was not easy for me. We had supervisors. So there were supervisors and then you had the advisors. And then the supervisors were supposed to take part of the reports. And like I would keep on dodging the report side. So it was one day when our supervisor had issues and he couldn't come to work. So I had to take over. Guess what? I did the whole report on call. I would do work, reaching here, please, how do I go about this? I couldn't believe at one time I would sit and do the whole report collected by myself. But now I can do everything without inquiring, without what, by myself. Working in Simba for the experience of 3 years, I've really learned a lot. The more experience you gain, the more promotion you get and more trust you earn from your administrators. Because I remember from the start, we started as service advisors. You're these people who really like the front desk people, and then there is the back office. So we're this kind of people who welcome people, then do mobile money, do SIM card registration. Like we could not go deep into much, but at a moment I'm able to work as a shop manager. When I joined Simba as a sales representative, we worked hand in hand with my colleagues, like who are really hardworking. I loved that team, the way we would work on the queries, mobile money queries, SIM swaps, registrations. And then with time, of course, when you're hardworking and you really work with integrity, there is always a room for growth. I've managed to earn myself more promotions on the due course, like being a sales representative, from sales representative to the MTN Advisor. It's not really easy for MTN to have you as an advisor. From there, then working as a shop supervisor, you know what it means, like you're really in for everything. Like you face, it's really tiresome and hectic, because when audit team finds there is something wrong, then you have calls, you have to work on calls, you have a lot to cover the other side queries, you have a lot of customers to handle. It's really challenging but more of interesting. It's really enjoyable, whereby your salary is really increased. You're happy for that, and I hope for the best. Maybe before I leave, I'll be somewhere. If you did a behind scene video, you would catch me dancing my favorite tunes. Actually, in Simba, we have different teams. Our team for the service department is SDL. Usually as team SDL, we do celebrate our colleagues' birthdays. So during that course, always it's after work. But of course, some administrators are always still around back office. We have a DJ, he plays our music, and then you're really busy hyping. You'd really get me busting my favorite moves with my favorite music. I remember one day I had a customer. She really had issues with the networks in her area. not knowing we have 5G routers that can push the network to the state she really wanted. Being in her remote area, she had clients from town that really needed an effective communication with her, but she was not really able to do so. So when she came, she narrated me the whole story. So during the course of that scenario, I had to advise her to buy a 5G router, which helped her to push her to a better, effective communication with her clients. And she really appreciates very much. Whenever she's around town, she passes by to say hi, hello, meaning she was really satisfied with our service. Working in a telecommunication company, we face a lot of challenges, so it's interesting. You get in touch to very many people, different people, like you're really exposed. You understand there are very many different people with different characters, and in so to do, there is some scenarios where you receive clients. The technical team has much to do with these SIM cards. You just see it physically as a small thing, but they have much to do with the technical issues. Like for example, you get a client that has a VIP flag. A VIP flag, you're not able to do calls, you're not able to access your mobile money, like you can't do anything literally. So you find someone comes with a VPN flag, and then you have to log in, then you send an email to the technical team. The technical team has to forward the email to that technical tree. Like it's a lot, it can't be done in one day. And you find someone really wants the SIM card done in a few minutes, and you on the front desk, you have nothing to do really. The only thing is to call them, and they are really patient. And as a front desk person, you have nothing to do. So in the trainings we always have, they really motivate us, and they teach us on how to go about such customers, whereby you have to keep on apologizing and letting them know about that thing until they are convinced, and they are able to wait and hold until the problem is dissolved. People think being in sales and operations team, it's all about hitting targets. Like you have to struggle, move around here and there looking for sales such that you can hit targets. But actually it's all about making relationships and understanding what the customers needs and how to resolve them. Like understanding someone lacks this and this, maybe lacks like a router, and then maybe you can explain to them how the router works, the benefits, like the unlimited routers. Really people love them and they're doing them well. Like you explain to them how it works such that they can really love it, and maybe you can make more sales of that type. So it's all about making relationships and resolving customers' needs. Celebrating one another's success. Yeah, this takes me back, whereby when, let's say, maybe you've been promoted or you have something you've gone through, we always celebrate our colleagues by maybe making them cakes, and then we hang out somewhere and we really celebrate them. This takes you to the person they are celebrating. It takes you back to put in more efforts and work harder. I thank Simba Telecom company for giving me an opportunity to work around with them. It has really helped me to have something like salary to deal with my bills, helping people back home, and very many stuff. In my free time, I like being in touch with my colleagues, so I always thought of doing online businesses. The fact that I've worked in a sales department for long, so I find it easy for me marketing my own stuff. Like I love fashion and design. I love it going to my friend's place. She runs a boutique, and working with her, then advertising a few clothing, most of them ladies wears here and there, and then I have my friends buying a few pieces for me. So it has really motivated me. So I love it that way, when they're calling me, giving me their orders, and they're buying from me. Really, it's been interesting. Like I pick a leaf from her, whereby I've managed to earn something. Simba Telecom has changed my path of my career in this way, in that I thought it was a matter of doing SIM swaps, doing reports, like indoor activities, but I found it difficult in that it requires you to go ahead and tell people about your products, what it has to deal with. I always feel good whenever I go to like salons, like in some open places, and you find someone has an issue and they don't know much about it, and then you're helping them out. Like you find someone, they cannot make calls, and guess what? It's just a call divert. Like you need to use the USSD codes to remove the diverts, and they can go ahead and make calls. Like it has helped me to make more sales, in that even when you're moving, like you see people struggling with internet, I'm very happy for my family. I love you very much. Like you've really supported us in this. I personally, at first, I bought when the routers had just come in, like you know, before there were modems, like you just buy data, normal data. So when the routers came in, I bought one myself, took it home, and had to educate them so they were all connected, and they were really impressed about it. The fact that most of my family do work from home, they found it like it would be okay us having fiber. I love it. I've really managed to support our business. Thank you very much. So like you have to, it's not all about indoor activities, but you have to show people, you have to create more sales in the communities. Like it's really nice when you're cross-selling and you're excelling. I find it very okay to go home during the weekends, like I'm there. We always have time to go for family dinners, and you find we have family friends. They don't know much about the internet, and they be like, "Wow, you guys, how do you make it this one?" And you find you're cross-selling. Maybe by Monday, by the time I get back to work, I have 4 sales off from the incoming customers, the walk-ins. Yeah, it's really interesting. If I met Maureen on day 1, I would really advise them to always be patient. It's good to be patient. Don't rush. Before I joined Simba, I was a sales administrator. The fact that it was my first job, I was really impatient. I think I would be doing better than this if I was patient with it. Whereby you reach somewhere like you expect much. It's always not good to expect much. Do your best. Do things with integrity. Work hard to impress your administrators. You work hard with integrity, like you do everything to entice them to have you right and do you right. That is maybe salary increments and very many others. I would like to advise any Maureen from day 1 who is there to be patient always, to work with integrity, to be you, like always be you. Do the right things at the right time, and you should be realistic. Then I would like to appreciate Simba Telecom company. I would like to appreciate our boss, Mr. Tatule. Thank you very much for giving us opportunities, and the administrators for being patient with us, because sometimes, you know, these things, technology things are not easy. You learn something, but in a few weeks to come, things have totally changed. But they've been patient with us. They've trained enough. They train us every day to bring out the very best in us. Thank you very much. I'm working towards a promotion in future. Thank you very much.